And good morning, everyone, and welcome along to another session of East Meets West. I'm glad everyone can join us. A few people around already, which is great. We've got somebody just off in the green room, which you pull in for a little bit. So just do a little bit of the normal formalities. If you've stumbled across me for the first time, do these sort of Lego building streams on a Friday, and then on a Saturday do some drawing and illustration. So I'm all across social media, but otherwise you can always find me on my website, mattelda.com, and you can subscribe there and get alerted to new content as well. This show is sponsored by McCatson.com Holiday Homes, just 75 minutes east of London, UK. Great for a holiday or weekend getaway from the city, or currently staycations. High-spec apartments with lots of great restaurants and bars in the area, along with a Lego wall. Visit McCatson.com for more details. So we had that there. Let's pull this. Now we can bring that down. Just quickly say good morning to Matthew Builds Bricks, who is on today. We'll be getting to that very, very shortly. And Juan, I don't know Matthew. Okay, let's just see. Put that there. So I'll have that little set to build there. Just a heads up, my streams are drama-free zones with family-friendly content, so please be respectful in the chat, no bullying or triggering or profanity. And if you enjoy this, give a thumbs up. And first up, we'll bring in first person to come in today. Always love having her on. Sometimes gets known as the Mayor of Macropolis. I always think of the Queen of Macropolis. We have Kaz. How are you going this morning, Kaz?
Morning, hello. Here in the Lego room, trying not to be too hot. Actually, it's not too bad today. A few days ago, it was terrible. I couldn't sit in here for more than 5 minutes.
It's sort of like we're just getting that last little burst of summer coming through.
Yeah.
I'll just switch over for a second, so at least talking to me rather than a box for a second.
Hello, box. All right, that way. Whatever.
Yeah, this way now.
That way.
Yeah.
Box.
Down there. I don't know about you, but certainly, yeah, now it feels like it's changed back, and it's one of those things, it's warm in the sun, but as soon as you go in the shade...
Happier temperature for me, definitely. I don't do the hot sun well, so...
Yeah, much the same. I mean, although from Australia, I always joke that the ancestors were Scottish, so if I think about the sun, I'm getting sunburnt.
Yeah, tend to go blue.
Yeah. So is there anything in particular that you're working on today?
Yes, well, I have moved, finally. Let me pick my camera up, so it's going to be wobbly cam for a minute or two. I finally moved all of my Ninjago district upstairs to the Lego room.
Oh, wow.
It was previously lurking down in the lounge where I could work on it better. But it is now fully integrated with my city, which you can see over my shoulder. There.
Okay.
And there's a big hole here because 2 base plates worth of the good old Destiny's Bounty.
Destiny's
So
Bounty.
I'm basically building some docks, something to put the bounty on, just a little walkway around the edge. It's going to sort of be in dry dock, I think, as a sort of attraction, so it doesn't need to be able to get in and out. And also I've got this thing to dismantle because it's just far too enormous to be usable, but all the bits are quite good, so I'm hoping to be able to reuse those in various places, some in this build, others in other things. And then the other week I managed to pick up just this little build from the big Monkey Kid mech. Got that on eBay as a separate thing because I really like the side builds of this and one of the other sets, but unfortunately can't afford to buy the actual whole set and don't really want a mech anyway. I'm hoping I can put that somewhere on here as a little sort of, food stall that people can buy when they're going to look around the bounty.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Yeah, because I think it's probably been a couple of weeks since I caught up with you, and that would have been a huge task moving all that stuff upstairs.
Yes, it was indeed. It's basically all moved upstairs because where it was downstairs is now taken up by a new super secret project, which I shall be revealing hopefully next week.
Okay. Oh, something to tease us and keep
Yep.
us alert there.
Yep.
When you say revealing, I'm guessing that's going to be Instagram and YouTube and all the usual sort of
Yeah,
places.
the usual places indeed. Yes.
Cool. Yeah.
But
Now, when you have
the trolleys I've got downstairs that lot was on before means I can get 360 degrees round the thing that I'm doing, which while I'm building is important. This is a little bit squashed in where it is now, and when I finish the other thing, that might come up here, and this might go back downstairs again. But the new project is built fully modular on 32 by 32 base plates, with the idea that from the start I'm building it so I can take it to shows easily. So hopefully, it's not like you have to pick up 4 base plates at a time, because that's one thing. Literally, it's all modularized so that whatever's on that base plate, just a few bits unplug, and then you've got the whole thing to take away. So that's my plan anyway. Whether it works or not. There's some rock work actually which straddles more than one base plate, and I've just placed a few 2x4s down to make the rough outline. And there was once or twice when I thought, oh no, wait a minute, I've just put that 2x4 across the split, so I won't be able to get those apart. So I've got to think quite hard about exactly where those are going. But as I say, the modular plan is hopefully one that will save me from going mad if I want to transport it, and indeed bring it up here. So
so you're just doing that on normal base plates. You're not doing sort of like mills plates or anything like that.
They will be mills based, yes. So
okay.
Basically a base plate, one layer of bricks, and then plates on top of that is my basic starting point. 1 or 2 areas of it's 5 by 7 base plates, so 35 base plates size, which is about the size of that actually.
Yeah.
But some of the bits where I wanted some difference in height, I've basically taken the plates off the bricks and put them straight on the base plate, so there'll be a bit of a crater. Oh, I'm giving too much away. No, there'll be a bit of a crater there, and then other bits there'll be sort of little mountainous bits as well. So it won't be completely flat across the whole thing, although reasonably flat in a lot of places because of what the thing is. But I will say no more.
Say no more. Lives to see. It's sort of like, yeah, trying to guess what it could be.
Yes.
So anyhow, yep. Yeah, it's just when you were showing your Ninjago there, where you had the blank spot. I thought, oh, are you preempting a new city set for next year or something?
Yeah. Well, as usual, I cross that bridge when I stumble across it, basically, and then think, what has what can I move or what can I shift around? To be honest, I would guess that one of the templey bits at the back, like possibly the can't see it there, that base plate there has got a couple of small buildings on it, and 1 or 2 of the bits that I'm not as keen on, I might just put in a box and only get out if I'm laying the thing out in a bigger area. But unfortunately, that is really difficult to take to a show because everything's just on a flimsy base plate. And the very nature of Ninjago, it's built up massively and a bit teetery. And I just don't have the volume. There's not enough volume in my car to take that lot to a show. Whereas the new project will, a lot of the base plates elements will pack reasonably flat, probably about that high. The buildings will just pop off jumpers, and they can be stored in a box. So I'm hoping that'll be a lot easier to take apart and put back together, and fairly quick, hopefully, at the show as well, which of course is important. You don't want to spend 5 hours putting something together. So.
Well, that's the thing. Like you see some of the, the massive builds and things like that, where they're enormous to look at. It's like, oh yeah, it took 8 hours to set up, and this, that, and the other, and it's like, oh, okay, then, yeah, it's even with what was it, John Gale's, I call it the Infinity Rings thing. He's
I call it the white elephant.
The white elephant.
It's the elephant in the room nobody wants to talk about.
But yeah. Even just sort of seeing the breakdown on that with when he goes into the detail on one of the Beyond the Bricks or something like that, the amount of time just to put it
Yeah.
together, and that, like, I just couldn't imagine something like that. It's so like that's almost the time to build it itself.
Yeah, but this is the first project that I've kind of, well, my Acropolis is modular anyway, so I didn't really have to think about that. But this is the first project that I've kind of designed from the outset to be movable easily, and I'm thinking about that with everything I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because actually it's a slightly different mindset. Like I said, normally you'd build a building on a base plate and literally make sure it was solidly attached, whereas with what I'm doing, there'll just be probably 4 jumpers underneath it, and the building will come off really easily to be transported as one element of its own, and then go in the box and be happy. So
okay,
lots of jumper plates required though.
It's the sort of thing, I guess we need to start having shows again. Otherwise, if it goes for too long, this thing could get epic, and it's I need 3 Kazas to transport it.
I have literally, I cannot expand it, partly because I haven't got the room to, and when does that stop me? But partly because a lot of the parts were acquired from lug bulk this year, and so I wouldn't have been able to do the project without lug bulk. And basically, the pieces I would need to expand it would get quite expensive very quickly. So I've decided that no, whatever's on there. But what I really want to do for each base plate is have it really quite dense in terms of the detailing. So even if there's only one building on it, the rest of the landscaping will have plenty of stuff, so that it'll look really full and finished. Yeah. Because you see some things at shows which they've got really nice buildings on them, say, but there's an awful lot of empty stuff that you think, well, you could be making a really interesting scene out of that, or you could have minifigs interacting and tell little stories, but people just that's the last thing probably that they do during a show is put the minifigures out, possibly a bit hurriedly at the and they've got 10 minutes before opening time type thing. Whereas if I'm building those stories into the thing while I'm actually thinking about it, if you like, it'll be quite static in that once the minifigs are in that place, that's really their little story and where they're going to be. But there's also going to be quite a lot of movement in the thing as well. Ooh. So I'm getting my Technic hat on again.
I suppose if we talk about it for the next 2 hours, then without knowing exactly what it is, you would have described most of it.
Yeah. No more. Yeah, I may well do a video on it on Monday if I can get my finger pulled out. And I've got plenty of footage, but I just need to sit and edit. So I'm hoping Monday will be reveal day.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes.
You might even have to do it as like a little premiere or something. Although, I mean, I
normally release my videos at 8:30 in the morning. I don't think I'm going to be compos mentis for a premiere at that time, but maybe I should do it a bit later. I don't know.
Yeah, possibly. Although sometimes with your videos, when they're only like 1:45 long, the premiere might take you longer.
The waiting time's longer than the flipping video, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just
it's all about the suspense.
It's all about the suspense. Yeah, and so I think with that part of the lug bulk, I think somebody was on the Slack thing saying, have you been out to Blue Water lately or something like that? It's like, just had the lug bulk, so I don't think I need to go out there for a little bit.
Well, that was me actually, and I confess it was me. And I was asking because I want different stuff from Blue Water. Specifically foliage stuff, actually, which was a bit more tricky to find. Well, we didn't really get any foliage, did we? Maybe there was one lot, but because I was specifically buying for this project and this project only, apart from some more water tiles for this, I was really keeping my what am I buying in check. Believe it or not, I bought a lot, but I was keeping my buying in check in terms of, is it going to be for this project? Yes, no. If it's no, well, I'm not having it then, because I really wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to be, just buying things, speculating, thinking, well, that'll come in useful sometime.
Someday, yeah. And there's a whole room full of it.
Will, but I couldn't really afford to make that choice this time. It was like, well, if I don't buy this from Lugbulk, this project ain't going to get done. So.
In the meantime, we've just had Solo Brick Builder pop in, so I bring you in.
Oh,
how are you going, Solo?
Hello. Hope you can hear me okay.
Yeah. Your volume is just slightly soft, but no, otherwise it seems okay. How's things?
Very, very, very busy. Very busy. I'm insanely tired, and I'm loving the sound of Kaz's new project. That's sounding very interesting indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. If you talk about her city in the background, she'll probably slide back over to it. So, just kidding.
We can fly. This is where I'm tethered on a webcam, and I'll probably sweep everything off the table, and it all goes flying.
That's a very impressive looking city.
So some of these bits I haven't done videos on in detail on them yet, but they're in the, well, some of them are in the can, some of them I've got to actually do the filming for. But I've managed.
So is this your new layout then, is it, Kaz?
Yeah, well, this bit here behind me was, I haven't changed a lot there. The monorail used to go all around this table, but Ninjago didn't have, there's not physically room for the monorail. Plus, I'm using the monorail for something else. Hint, hint. Anything else?
Like I said, just get her talking about her city. It'll come.
So basically, there was just enough room here to bring all the Ninjago upstairs, and then I have made it integrate with the city. So I don't know if I can see it. There's a bridge back here, and then there's the tree of creativity, which I managed to integrate down there. And there's a little set of steps that comes down from that bridge over the railway to be able to get to the rest of Ninjago. So that's the only way you can get from the main city over to the rest of it. But so
that's looking good.
So
yeah, it's always quite amazing seeing your city in that, Kaz. Every time you sort of show little bits and pieces of it, it's like, yeah, I'm just so inspired to go and do my own at some stage.
Yeah. I mean, the great thing about it when it was downstairs is that, again, I could get all the way round. So doing filming of the whole thing, you could see an awful lot more. Because at the minute, you can only see the backs of some of these bits now. But that's how it is for the moment. So,
it's odd just seeing that you're set up like that, because when you had the train going into the tunnel on your city there, for some reason I thought there was a big door next to it. So when you've then all of a sudden showing that, it's like, oh no, it's a wall. It's like
the piece of black card stuck to the wall. And indeed, one of the decisions I made was not to have a full loop of train track anymore, because it just takes up so much room.
Yeah.
So I've basically got an L shape. My camera work's getting really wobbly now. An L shape that goes from there, which is another hole in, well, not a hole, but another piece of black card that is apparently a tunnel, just to that bit at the back, and then that's room enough for the good old Horizon Express, which is my favourite train. But it doesn't go anywhere, so, well, hey ho.
Yeah. Something for a future project or something. So, shout out to Raymond. Thanks for popping on by, saying that he's new to Lego. Well, you certainly come to the right place. It's are you sort of like new completely, or are you coming out of your dark age? Just tell us in the chat there what you're sort of interested in. Be great to sort of know. And then we're always very privileged to have Kaz along. So between us, if you've got any questions, fire them away, and we'll see what we can do to answer. And one asking about the theme for the drawing stream tomorrow night, Beyblade related. I think first of all, I'd probably take a step back and do more of a not so much something a bit wider, so maybe on anime or something like that. But yeah, it's certainly something you can have a bit of a think about for next time. So Yeah, so Solo, have you managed to have any sleep? Because I know the other day when you did the stream, it sounded like you had next to nothing for a few days.
No, as soon as the stream ended, the emergency work phone went off, and yeah, I got shipped out to the Isle of Wight, and then over to the Channel Islands, went over there. So yeah, at the moment it's starting to feel like I haven't slept for like the last 58 hours. Lucky enough, I'm back in Heathrow today, where I am now. But yeah, I'll tell you what, I am not in the best condition at the moment. My body feels and my brain feels physically broken. So yeah, this is the problem with my job. Yeah, trying to do the job and do YouTube content as well, and just generally just trying to do Lego is starting to get to me. I'm not going to lie to you, Matt. It's starting to get to me. Something's giving, but nah.
Yeah, because last weekend you were having, was it part 2 of your daughter's birthday or something parties, or was that the weekend before?
The weekend before was the birthday party. I think it was. I cannot remember when the birthday party was now. Jesus. Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, it's been so hectic. I can't think. Yeah, there's been a lot going on. Yeah, because yeah, obviously, with us like packing the stuff up and getting ready to move house. Well, not getting ready to move house, but preparing to move house. You know, obviously, like I'm taking down a lot of my Lego sets, dismantle them, which is always the part I start crying at, because I don't like dismantling my Lego sets, especially when I've just spent the last 4.5 years rebuilding the bloody things. Yeah, there's just so much going on at the moment. It really is. I'm going to sit down for 5 minutes. Oh God. So I'm out and about at the moment. Excuse me.
So
yeah.
you did you say that you're at Heathrow? Are you coming or going? You must be going then.
I don't think he knows, does he?
No, Kaz, I don't. I'm just kind of being pulled along by the scruff of my hair at the moment. No, I'm not. I'm at a warehouse, a distribution area today. So yeah, I'm not going out of the country. It's Friday.
Okay.
Sod off. Yeah, no, I've got stuff to do. You know, the problem is with this job, it is starting to take over my life a bit too much. So I might have to make a few life changes, I think.
Yeah.
I've got to do something. Jesus.
Well, it sounds like it's not sustainable to be constantly at that. I mean, it's good in terms of at least the work is there, but then the flip side of that in terms of there's no life and you don't know whether you're coming or going.
Nah, I physically don't, and and the bit, I don't want to be too philosophical, or bring your stream down too much, but I mean, obviously it's good to be busy. Don't get me wrong, especially in this day and age that we're living in now, it's very good to be busy. But the trouble is, though, it's like it takes a toll on your relationship with your children and all that kind of stuff. Because you're away from work so much that you kind of start forgetting about your family and what you're supposed to be doing. So it's got a toll to it, unfortunately. So it's just trying to find that nice happy balance between your lifestyle and work.
Sadly, I'm at the other end of the spectrum, and I haven't had any work since January apart from the docs. So.
All right, rub it in.
It's not. Yeah, it's not fun either, though. I can vouch for that.
Kaz, I can sympathise because because before this was going off, I was like busy. I was over in the States. I was in Europe. I was all over the place. And then all of a sudden, I got put on furlough, and I went from doing absolutely everything to doing sod all, and that was a big life change. That really was. And I don't think I was ever so bored in all my entire life. I really was. And probably what you're going through at the moment is just trying to find something to do throughout the day. At least you've got the opportunity to go out of the house, though. I didn't, because I was in full lockdown.
At the moment,
yes. Yeah.
I couldn't.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't even go out and enjoy that sweet nectar at the pub. Oh, dear. Still can't now.
I was going to say, given what they've changed recently, it's Yeah, it's anyhow. Just, at least the kids are back at school. I mean, that's. I think the homeschooling is a bit of a killer, and then if they're back at home, then it makes it really difficult for people to go out at work. Raymond's saying he's an AFOL, and I'm just trying to get the day started. Okay then. So if guessing maybe you might be UK based then. And hey, Doc's just popped along. Sudol and hello.
Hello, Doc.
Yeah, Doc's been seeing some of your content lately, Doc. You're doing more with the what is it, Doc and Mookie and things like that, which is cool. Enjoying that stuff. So I suppose now that you.
I love this Lego haul video that he done with him dancing around that. I tell you, I was in stitches watching that. I really was. That was so funny.
Yeah, no, certainly.
Only Khan and Doc could come up with something like that. It was great. It really was.
Yeah, just certainly with the latest one, when they're all sort of the three of them are kind of doing reviews and bits and pieces like that. It's sort of like there can be some really interesting back and forth there between all three of them.
Yeah, I haven't seen his latest one because obviously I've been over in Europe this week, and yeah, I don't dare use my mobile data over there because they're a bit funny at the moment. So yeah, I try. So I've got some videos to catch up on.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay then. Because which network are you with?
O2.
Yeah, you might want to check that out. Maybe it comes down to your plan, because I'm with O2 as well, and it's sort of like within Europe and certain other countries, it's all part of your plan or something. So again, it might come down to your plan.
I think it is, but they're getting a bit funny with me because my contract's come to an end, and obviously they want me to up my contract, to renew it. And they kind of turn around and say, well, you lose these kind of perks, this, that, and the other. I'm like, oh, sod off, mate. I'm on a rolling contract. I'm still paying my bill, So, yeah, they're being a little bit funny about it at the moment. But I'm not losing any sleep over it, So I prefer watching it on a laptop, to be honest. Ooh, the wind's picking up.
Are you on the ground or up in the air somewhere?
It probably might sound like I'm in the air. God damn it. No, I'm in a big, wide old car park, unfortunately. Just doing some work.
Ooh, the glamour.
Don't know if you caught that, but Kaz was admiring your glamour of what you're doing.
Oh, hang on.
And you got Matthew builds bricks. I got loads of plant pieces from Blue Water. Yeah, I saw somebody. I mean, Kaz, you probably know who put the photo up, but it looked like the yellow leaf pieces were starting to run down because when things are low, they put like a little blue cheese thing next to it. So.
Oh, is that what it means? Okay.
Yeah, it means that they've generally what's they've got out is all they've got. There's like no other boxes in the back or anything like that. So.
Might need to run over there for a quick fill up then.
Yeah. I mean, those yellow ones, I always thought they were going to go quick, and I suppose if lockdown slowed people down a little bit, but yeah. And then Doc has also said, Cobra Commander was dancing. It wasn't me. Okay, then. I'm guessing that might be one of the videos or something, but that's a bit random.
It was this Lego haul video. Cobra Commander. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I think that was because I think I saw the haul a little while, a couple of days ago. You see so many different ones; they start all blending together. And then Doc has got a question: is Kaz modifying Barracuda Bay?
No, I am not, because I do not own Barracuda Bay, sadly. No, I'm building a dock.
Barracuda Bay?
No, unfortunately not. I'm building a dockside for this beauty here.
Oh, that is awesome.
So we're getting a few. I mean, this doesn't matter if there's pink bricks in the middle. So there we go. And that's going to go in that big hole over there.
Over there.
So yeah, well, okay, I'm not big on my Ninjago. Is that the bounty bar ship? Destiny's Bounty?
Is that the what?
They call it?
It's Destiny's Bounty, yes.
Yeah, see, I'm learning Ninjago. I'm slowly learning it.
Yeah, I think we sort of know a little bit on the Ninjago side just because the kids are into the TV shows. And then you've obviously got the ride at Legoland, which is quite cool if you can ever get on it. Matthew builds bricks. By the way, I'm off scores. I have a cold. Hopefully you are feeling better and getting and then yeah, you're saying you got some of those pieces 2 months after my video. Yep, cool. And
Come on.
Solo out trying to do something
Sorry.
there.
Solo ranting gently to himself, whatever he's talking about.
What we don't want to hear is like, ah!
No.
No.
You're my lifeline if I get stuck underneath here. Help me.
Help. Okay, we'll just calm your thoughts with Lego. I'm not sure where you are.
It's dropped a bit.
Yeah, I mean, just in terms of the Lego news the last week, there hasn't been a great deal. I mean, apart from obviously you had the Mos Eisley released, and I think there's the bonus Yoda lightsaber or whatever. It looks like it's completely gone now. There's none left, and I don't think they're going to be bringing them back.
Yeah, no, I'm really, really disappointed about that. Really disappointed about that. I mean, yeah, I was saying on my stream, I ordered it, and it came up on the thing there saying, in the basket, it says, yeah, it's there. I'll pay for it. And then I got the invoice come through, and it was a bloody Monkey Kid bike poly bag. I was like, I don't want that. I wanted the lightsaber. But yeah, they said, so I was just like, I'll find them up and says, sorry, I can't do anything about it at the moment. And they said, well, the only thing you can do if you don't want it, cancel the order. So I did. So that's not very good customer service. Normally, Legos generally has good customer service, but that was not good.
One of the other ones, unless they've been having that same exact conversation all day. But it just seems like for that, I just don't understand how they could underestimate the number of those things that were going to be ordered, because certainly it's a matter of, okay, we're going to be shipping X number of these to the stores. We, as a percentage, probably need to have so many in the first day or two.
I think the biggest problem is with Lego, because they choose whether they want to do pre-orders or not, and well, they didn't do a pre-order for it, so they couldn't get a good estimate of how many of these things they're actually going to shift. They obviously made enough of the Mos Eisley set, but not enough of the lightsabers. So, and they never said that it was going to be like a limited edition, limited sale, or anything else like that. So it's a bit naughty.
Surely though, they know that all the Star Wars fans are rabid for that sort of stuff. So why on earth not make more? I mean,
well, exactly.
Ludicrous.
Yeah, it's the Lego way. You
just end up much like what you've done now, and unless they're wanting everyone to sort of like do the sort of 12 a.m. it goes on sale, so you've got to be quick on the website, like within the first 5 minutes, or you're not going to get it. And so like, why?
Yeah, well, you see, I see that I could get it, but the thing is that they've released it on a bloody Wednesday, where they know like 90% of the world is at work on a Wednesday. If it was on a Friday, they're probably like, yes, smash through yourselves. And releasing it like midweek through the week as well, it's like, come on, where's payday? Come on.
Yeah. I mean, it's even after last week finishing off that 4x4 Technic buggy, and the controls on the app are flipped. It's just like, I've never seen for a remote control like the accelerator on the right. It's always on the left. So it's sort of like they just do. Anyway, it's just, but like what Kaz was saying, it's like surely you're going to have a sense of how many of these things are going to ship day one. Why are they not making enough of them? So
exactly. Lego just seem to be doing some weird things lately.
We got Lex. I might join before school starts. Okay, cool. Yep, great to see you along. I think you've got a link as well if you want to pop in for a few minutes. If not, yeah. And then Doc, was the Yoda lightsaber something that was supposed to be at an event? From what I understand, the Mos Eisley obviously got released, and it was the gift with purchase for those buying it initially through Lego. But like much what Solar's said and other people have been experiencing is that they didn't have very many of them. So if you don't have it now, then it's gone. And I've already seen it on eBay.
It was supposed to be for San Diego Comic Con, wasn't it? But the lightsaber, I don't know what that was originally supposed to be for.
I would have thought it's probably just been originally as a gift with purchase, much like when they had the 1989 Batmobile. They did that special set for like the smaller one for it. Because obviously, you know, being a $370 or $400 set,
Yeah.
You know, it's you can quite easily tack it on.
You deserve something else for your money.
Beside the 20 odd minifigures and all the rest of it. So
Yeah.
and then Doc's followed up, and so there weren't very many in the first place. Yeah, that's what it seems like. And yeah, I think I saw some on eBay already. The lightsabers selling for about 170, was it dollars or pounds?
Wow.
So you know, some crazy sort of thing. And we Raymond with a question. This is to all three of you. What set will you get in the art sets? I'm assuming he's talking about the mosaics. So, Kaz.
To be honest, I'm not particularly fussed about any of them. Mostly because the price, and at the minute I can't afford them, so you know it's not going to happen. And also, the particular things they've got at the minute, I'm sort of peripherally interested in maybe the Beatles, but that's really about it. Therefore, I wouldn't want to spend that much money on something that I'm only going, well, it's okay, you know.
Yeah.
There may well be other things coming up later when they release some more that I'll be more interested in, but at the moment that's not really something I've particularly thought about getting. So.
Yeah. Solar, what's your? Are you looking to get any of the art sets, or if you did, what would be the one that would be at the top of the list?
Probably most people might know me as a Star Wars nutcase, but if I was going to get them, I mean, I kind of agree with Kaz. You know, a bit strapped for cash at the moment and all that kind of stuff. But if I was going to get one, I'd get the Iron Man one. You know, getting all three of them and then having him stretched out with his arm. I think it just looks a lot nicer. You know, I'm not really interested in the Beetle one or the other ones, but yeah, I'll get the Iron Man one because it's a lot more colourful, a lot more vibrant, and it just looks like a more rounded looking one, to be honest. Yeah, so that'll probably be one I'll be picking up if I ever do. But well, how much we work them out by? I think it was like it'd be easy spending like £300 and just over 300 quid, isn't it?
Yeah. £100 each, aren't they? 110 or something?
Yeah, about 115. Although that said, I think on John Lewis they had the Beatles one on special for about 80. I want to say £80. Like it was significant. Like maybe 83 or something. But yeah, it's given that that's only what is it? When were they released? Was that the beginning of August?
It wasn't very long ago, was it?
About 6 weeks in, maybe 7 weeks. But
I'm kind of waiting. I'm kind of hoping that they're going to have them on the Black Friday deal. Yeah, I think that's one that those kind of things could go on a Black Friday deal or maybe a January sale kind of thing. So that's what I'm kind of hoping for, get a nice discount because they do look good. Yeah, I think it's nice to see Lego actually stretching their hands out and doing something a bit better for the AFOLs and the TFOLs and all that kind of stuff. So I would like this kind of project to stick around, but they are bloody expensive. I mean, basically, I just see them as like an extra large dot set. That's all they are, really.
Yeah. It's
And let's face it, I've had enough of dots for the moment. Yeah.
Have you finished releasing your dots videos? Have you finished releasing all your dots videos, or there's still more to come?
The last one was this morning. Yep. I'm done with it now. Done with it.
Done with it. Yeah.
Really done with it.
Yeah, my son got the Iron Man one for his birthday recently, and we put that together. And a couple of things. First of all, it was missing some pieces, which is just like, we went through and checked it, and it's like, no, it's definitely missing pieces. And the ones that it was missing was one of the rarer cut ones, so we couldn't even supplement it from our set. And it was interesting because then I saw Brixar did a video on that as well, and he was the same. He was missing a number of pieces out of it, and you're just sort of like, how in a set like that can you be missing pieces? So there's a bit of a down with that. Putting it together, I mean, it was sort of, it does get a bit monotonous. It was interesting to do. I wouldn't be in a hurry to do it again. Obviously, I find with the mosaics I've done, I think part of it is when you're doing your own sort of thing, and there's interest in that. Don't get me wrong, they've done it well the way that it is, but it is.
It is pretty repetitive, I would guess.
Yeah, it's pretty repetitive, and having done the one, to go through and then go, okay, would I do the one with the 3 pieces with the iron, like the outstretched one, like with the Iron Man, if you did get 3, it's like, man, that might be a bit boring. And then they had with it, you can go onto the website, and they had like an audio track sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a podcast, but after about 10 minutes, I couldn't listen to it. It was just really hard to listen to, in terms of there was no sort of through story, or it was like they just got a whole bunch of people talking and just kind of very roughly edited it together. Like, there's no kind of solid introduction on how they're going, and it was kind of just all over the place. So it was nice that they put it in there, but yeah, overall, it wouldn't surprise me if the sales on these have been a bit soft. It's
well, I don't know whether it's me or the last time I saw this was quite a few years back now, was when Lego started. I mean, Lego really doesn't have the reason to do this, because we've obviously seen their profit margin this year. But the last time I saw this is when they were struggling for money and struggling for sales, and then they just started pumping out sets. Well, for that reason, that they were struggling for money. But this time they're not struggling for money, but they seem to be pumping out a lot of sets very, very close to each other.
Yeah.
I mean, you had Diagon Alley, and then like 6 weeks later, you had the bloody Moss Eisley set. And also you had all these artwork sets and all that kind of stuff. And it just seems like they're just pumping out sets for no other reason apart from, well, I can't even think of the reason, because it's a bit stupid when you really think about it, because like, they got to look around. It's like, everyone's in a pandemic, everyone's going to be strapped for money. Maybe we should like stretch these out a little bit further, maybe like Diagon Alley first of all, and then maybe like 3-4 months later, then we'll release Moss Eisley, because I just can't see either one of those sets selling particularly fast or at all. Yeah.
Well, don't forget, I mean, they plan their releases sort of 18 months to 2 years in advance. So for them to then rack back on it and do something different probably completely screws their whole release cycle up. And let's face it, buying. I mean, you might not get one person buying everything, but from what we've heard, particularly in the US, demand has been ridiculously outstripping supply. So, you can't blame them for just pumping stuff out, and if people are buying it, people are buying it.
I can't blame them at all. I mean, I know how Lego works, because I've got someone who works with inside the marketing side of things. But even she was saying, like, there's other things, there's like decisions that's being made which doesn't really make a lot of sense to her. It's almost like the marketing side of things are just kind of getting a bit out of hand, shall we say. I think you're going to find that out coming up to Christmas. There's going to be some interesting choices coming up soon, which I've got to keep my mouth shut because, well, she told me to. So, Yeah, I'm not a news channel, and I don't publicise myself as being a news channel. I mean, I quite easily could be, but I'll get myself in trouble and her in trouble as well. So, yeah, which unfortunately I'm going to be missing out on some of this information because she's quitting. She's come down with this weird thing called a baby, which I think is very selfish of her because I was getting some good discounts from her. Oh, let me tell you. But yeah, but
there we go.
One thing I'm definitely. Oh, that's looking sweet, Kaz.
Yeah, that's going to be cool.
Now I've got to add the black plates and all those lovely water tiles. Actually, I can save a few because underneath where the boat's going to sit, I'm not going to bother tiling that bit. They're precious and very expensive, so you might something random, and then when you put the boat on, you can't see.
Can't see half of it. Yeah. No,
yeah, I've heard. I just saw Doc's comment saying there's an Elvis one coming. I have heard that one. I have also heard that they're making a Queen one as well. Count me in for that. I'll be buying all 4 of those. Oh yeah, I'm a huge lover of Queen. So.
Oh, you mean when you said Queen? I thought you meant Queen Elizabeth.
Not Queenie. Not her Majesty herself. I wouldn't be surprised though, but.
Madge.
Her Madge. Yeah, no. So yeah, apparently going to be doing a Freddie Mercury, Brian May, Roger Taylor, and I can never remember the other one's name. Yeah, apparently they're making that one. I was like, oh mate, I'm a huge fan of Queen, massive fan. So I was like, if they do that, I will somehow try and fork out 350 quid or whatever it be to get all those.
What's the best thing? The Freddie picture will be his white trousers and his yellow jacket, and him doing the sort of pose.
Oh, that would be so awesome.
It's got to be that, hasn't it?
Well, that would probably be the once you combine all 4 together, because with the mosaic of that size,
yeah, you're right, yeah.
Usually, once you get past the head, like you notice they're all generally heads.
Yes.
Yes. You just don't have enough of the pixel density kind of thing there to sort of do it. So, but yeah, I mean, the way the Lego been doing these things, it doesn't matter. They don't include all the pieces in there anyhow. So, meh.
Ouch.
And then Raymond said, I would get the Marilyn Monroe, and here in the States it's $120. Yeah. And then Doc was going on, the fact they ran out of the Yoda lightsaber shows how well the Mos Eisley is selling. Yeah, I think it would be a combination of that, and it wouldn't also surprise me if they didn't make enough of the things. And
they've done that with the 501 battle pack, haven't they? He just didn't make enough of those. Yeah, I think if you've got to do a promotion, you just got to kind of anticipate that the set's going to sell well. So over make them, and then just kind of put them out there. If the set sells really well, I mean, it's not the first time they've done it. Holy crap, look on the VIP page. They're still trying to get rid of stuff that they couldn't get rid of about 5 years ago. Yeah, it's like that VIP one that I saw, the VIP shop one. I was like, they're still getting rid of those? Bloody hell.
Yeah. I think I did one of those Lego survey things. Was it beginning of the year or end of last year? And they're like, oh yeah, well, thanks for, it's like one of the telephone calls. It's like, oh yeah, we'll send you out a little thing for, saying thanks for the time or whatever. So they sent out 2 of those VIP sets, and I think other people doing the survey also got them as well. So like, yeah, they must have like a whole warehouse full of the things.
Yeah. Is that the one
so. Shop? Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Lego shop.
Yeah.
I got one of those given to me when I went to the Lego hub for a tech event. They were just giving them out like candy. It's ridiculous.
They must have really overmade those ones there.
Must have done.
Yeah, nobody will like the Star Wars lightsaber, but everybody will love a VIP one.
I mean, I agree with Kaz. I mean, at the end of the day, it's Star Wars. At the end of the day, people there's a massive following for Star Wars, and to underproduce something like that, which a lot of Star Wars fans have been crying out for Lego to do for years, and only make about 30 of them, kind of a bit of a kick in the teeth, to be honest. Yeah, but yeah,
it just amazes me sometimes how they seem to be their own worst enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. What?
Steve, you're saying howdy. Howdy, Steve. I think I've sent you a link if you want to jump on for a bit. If not, that's cool. And then Doc was much the same. LOL. I thought Queen Elizabeth II not the band. So at least there wasn't. I don't feel like anyone. But the thing, I just find interesting, like, and you sort of were hinting at it there, Solo, is that you had Diagon Alley, which came out of kind of left field, and just having said that, I'll hold that thought for a second, and we'll have the true East meets West, and we've got Steve in as well. How are you going, Steve?
Hey guys, how you going?
Oh God.
I'm going to behave. What are you talking about? Sorry, I'm frantically setting up. I've got a stream on about 40 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. But I'm always happy to
warm up then, Steve.
Hello, how you going? Sorry, Kaz, what'd you say?
We can be your warm up.
Oh, no, I don't need a warm up. I'll let yeah. All good. So I've missed the show. I got stuck watching Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Sorry about that. Like a memory lane. Oh yeah, this is the 1988 Spectacular. So yeah. So what have you guys been up to?
Just the usual sort of stuff. I think we've been on a bit about Star Wars and the Mos Eisley and the lack of lightsabers, which is like the gift we purchased with that one. And hold the thought there. Somebody else has just popped in. We were chatting a little bit earlier, and it is the wonderful Doc Sampson. How are you going, Doc?
Hey, I'm doing okay.
Doc.
Hello, Doc. Have you got an Aussie accent for us?
I'm not Con. Only Con can do that.
Oh, sorry, Doc. I get it mixed up. I need Shy. To help me out with this. He's usually on point. So, yeah. They sold out pretty quickly here too. I didn't even know they were going to happen, and then suddenly they were sold out. So, I'm really, really hoping. Hive managed to get one. So I can flaunt it in front of somebody else. Sorry, we're cross-streaming here. We shouldn't do that, should we?
No, that's cool. Because I think I saw his haul video, and I got up to the part where he was going to the Lego shop, and I think the kids then called out for something. So I never did see if he did actually make it.
He got a lightsaber. He did get one.
Did he? I know he streamed today. I didn't get a chance to see it. Been a hectic day here. So had some Bricklink parts come in. Ordered earlier in the week, and they came in. So I give a shout out to Wilson Do. He has created some awesome Ninja Turtles. I don't know if you've seen them floating around at all. You guys seen them at all?
Nope.
No.
They were jumping around on Ozlug, if that helps.
I don't tend to hang around Ozlug, but you know.
No. I thought Matt, being having an Aussie connection there, I thought he might have had a finger in the water there. So
I think I've seen some turtle stuff earlier in the week. Whether or not it's this one or it's something different, I'm just trying to find it again. I'm
going to go into a little bit more detail in my stream, but I can show you do a quick reveal. Waiting for parts.
Come on.
No, that's all.
Sorry, I've got a visitor. I don't know what you're talking about. Can we talk about this later?
Okay.
Thanks, Liam.
And hello to Brett Bill. Great to have you along.
Sorry about that. Now this is Raphael.
Oh.
He is still under construction, and we're missing a chunk of parts for his shell, and the shell connects on the back.
Wow.
Awesome.
No turtle expert, but that looks turtle shaped.
With this is Wilson's first attempt at a mock. He's never actually built them, so so I think this is the closest to an actual turtle being built from Wilson's instruction.
Excellent.
I'm going to give you an idea of the size. So if you give me half a sec.
Yeah, sure. No, that's great. come up there.
I'm assuming we've seen the UCS Hulkbuster before.
I haven't seen the UCS one. I've seen the general sort of one that you can buy from the store.
Now, the camera down. Give you an idea of where are we. That's about as level as I'm going to get. It's almost the same size as the UCS Hulkbuster. So
it's quite big.
If you haven't seen a Hulkbuster before, it's really hard to give you that comparison, but it is massive. So it's a lot more parts than I thought it was going to be. So at the moment, I'm going to build Raph and see how we go. There's a lot of Bricklink dollars. So yeah, we'll see how we go.
Yeah, it looks awesome. The other thing is, I wanted to catch you the other week, but what are your thoughts on you've seen the 89 Batwing League?
I think I'd seen images of that a while back. I like the idea of it. Love that it's going to be massive, but I think it's going to be out of not something I'm going to have the space to be able to display it properly. So I'm unsure whether I'll be able to purchase it or not. I wish I could show you. I've got too much mess over here, but I have the helicarrier in a coffee table, in a glass coffee table, just down here. But there's so much stuff on it at the moment. It's a Lego room, so enough said, right? Yeah, but that's what's in there.
Myself in because there's nowhere to put that the boat while I'm building it, and maybe sitting over there as well. It's like I can't get out now.
Yeah, it's like you build yourself into a corner, isn't it, Kaz?
Yeah. I've also got the hammer out, so I'm going to go mute for a little bit. I'm hammering base plates.
Nice.
When Kaz first heard that, it's like I got to get the hammer out because I got stuck in my room, so I'm just going to go through this wall now to get out.
Who needs plaster? Get rid of it.
That was going to be the same thing. It's sort of like I've never seen all four walls of that there, and it's sort of like Kaz hasn't literally built herself into a corner, has she? Like not being able to get out. So that how's things with you, Doc?
They're okay. I'm struggling with the video, but can't get the audio to sync up. It's driving me crazy.
Yeah, we can't see your lips moving.
Well, because that's not me. That's a picture of me.
Ah, damn. You'd think after streaming so many times, I would know that, but clearly not.
Yeah, you would think.
Must be a down under thing, eh?
Yeah, the synchronization isn't that far. But what were just before? I think Solar's dropped out now, but you obviously had the Diagon Alley came out, and then a couple of weeks later you've had Mos Eisley come out, and you'd think that there'd be a fair overlap in the fan base in terms of fantasy and all that sort of thing. So,
I don't know. I know a lot of people that love Star Wars, but just they don't care for Harry Potter just because they're like, Harry Potter's for kids. And I'm like, well, technically Star Wars is made for children too. That's why the plot is so simple and the villains are black and white.
I've got a really lovely good friend of mine, Jen. She dresses up as an Ewok. She's vertically challenged. But she, as much as she loves Star Wars, she loves Harry Potter. So it's, I don't know, she must be, her bank balance must be looking horrible at this point. So I would assume you'd want both. But yeah, no, I think there'd be a crossover of the genres for sure. Oh, that Diagon. I'm not even a massive Harry Potter fan, but I would love that set just because it's a street facade. You could put it there and have lots of fun with it. But yeah, I guess I think I like Ninja Turtles more. So this is where my money's going at the moment. Yeah.
So that Ninja Turtle one there, is that obviously a mock, but the person who's come up with it, they've got instructions for it, or you just sort of...
Yeah. I purchased. It was 30 Australian dollar dues. So I think in the US, that's about 25 cents. 30 Australian dollars. And I'm wrapped. Fantastic build. so far. I did make a couple of adjustments, but I've been talking to Wilson on the Facebook about what I think. I think I was more of a test run, I guess, with the instructions to see how that would go. Giving him a few hints as to, because like I said, it's his first mock. I'm flabbergasted that someone can create this, especially as a first mock.
It's time, yeah.
So yeah, So $30 I paid for instructions. Only the second time I've paid for instructions for someone's mock. The 89 Batmobile up here somewhere before the actual UCS one came out. Yeah, had to have that. That was fantastic too. So.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I actually started to set up a Bricklink to go through and do the parts for that one, with the instructions and everything. And then they released the store one, and so like, yeah, okay, well. And then when they had the gift with purchase with the store one, it's like, well, that kind of seals it.
If I didn't have like 75 to 85% of the parts, I wouldn't have built it either. I would have saved my money and bought the ECS. But I've got a fair chunk of spare parts. So this I reckon I had about 80% of the parts for it. So there's some sand green I didn't have. And I mean, you can see sort of little bits of red or black here and there where I'm waiting on Bricklink orders to substitute those parts. And also a bit of dark brown and light brown where it's mixed together. It's meant to be all dark brown, and it will be dark brown, but when the orders come in. So, yeah, I think that's what we have to do at the moment. But definitely would have just gone with UCS only if I didn't have those other parts. So
yeah, I mean, I've still looked at that one, and just because the way with the store one that they've done the front there, and then also to the other one, the use of the mock one where you've got the bat missile internal to it. Although it does make me wonder if the Batwing does well enough this year, if they will do like another version of a Keaton Batman or something like that, which does the bat missile become the next one.
They might even.
You don't think they'll do a bat boat next? Because we did the bat mobile, the bat plane, now the bat boat.
Well, here's a thought. They've done the Tumbler and they've done the 89 Batmobile. Probably the bigger Batmobile you could do, I guess, to appease the fan base is the 66.
66.
So,
make a big UCS Batmobile, Yeah,
that one I could see them doing that at some point, especially now that they've done the Batcave as well. They might wait till that. Was it 45 years, I guess? I think, was it 40 years? No, 50 years.
66.
It might have, whatever the anniversary was. Whatever the anniversary was, they might make it so that it sort of tees up with another 5-0 or something like that. So we might be waiting.
Next year, if it was 2001 and they were doing it off 66, it would end with a 5. So it does...
Well, I don't know anything, Lego, please. I haven't been told anything. It's all just, rumors and, I guess, I don't know what. Save me. I don't know anything. It'd be nice, though. That I think, that'd be cool if we can get that. So I think that's what we're lacking when it comes to being, Batmobiles and Batman fans.
Yeah, because certainly having a look on, I think Rebrickable and a few other places for 66 Batmobiles, and it's like, obviously you can get little tiny minifig scale ones, but something sizable like some of those ECS, and I haven't really seen one.
Well, I did one a few years ago. I've got up in the cupboard. If you want, I can show you. I don't think I've got that out.
Seen yours.
I'll grab it. So.
They need to do a UCS mystery machine.
Without stickers.
And imagine the panels on that thing, boy.
I'll give it a little bit of a dust because I feel embarrassed with how dirty and dusty it actually is. Oops.
So you don't have a glass case over on stage right?
No, this one's in the cupboard. So, but I think it might have been out for a while, out exposed. Just got to give it that little bit of angle that it deserves. Now I did this one before we knew that there was a actual a version coming out with the Batcave. Oh, we've just lost a piece. Sorry. This is not one I prepared earlier, clearly.
Okay. And just while you're doing that, we've got BFAB along in the stream. How are you going, BFAB?
Just very sick, but I'm here. So
early morning just before you're going to work, is it?
I was supposed to go to work at 6, but I am sick, so I called in. So, but I'm not sick enough to join a stream. So,
well, we're glad to have you on. So,
yeah, if you just hear like a thud, you know I died on stream. So,
well, we haven't seen Solo for a while, so we think he fell out of something. So, no, just kidding. And then Steve's got his 66.
So really, the front feels like it should be an extra couple of bricks long, but this is an early mod I did a few years ago. So, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
It's got a bit of chrome on the pipes, and on the inside, it's obviously Batman, and it's really, really hard to get those windows in the right sort of shape. A friend of mine, Pete, he actually cut them, and I'm like, no, I can't do it. So, yeah, and there's a little bat phone in there, and it's funny. What I can show you, Robin, when he sits down, he has proper legs. Now, I'm just hoping that they're still there. I might have used them for something else. No, they're still in there. So in the front, I've actually got the little legs. So when he's standing, he's the right size, but when he's in the car, he can actually sit.
Everyone needs to feed their legs when they're not using them.
Yeah. So yeah, and this is what's that? Probably 10 stud wide, maybe 12 stud wide. So it's so far out of Lego. The right width for Lego, but again,
well, they get there eventually. I mean, they're getting there gradually, aren't they?
Yeah, an early attempt at a mock. So and managed to get those little bat symbols for the wheels. I added those in after we got the 66 Batcave. So yeah, so this is something I don't think I've ever showed on stream before. So yeah.
Dang, Steve, you are almost as talented as me.
Well,
I am nowhere near as talented as you. Don't worry about that, BFAB. You've got me covered.
I think
mine up while he's sick now, right now.
I think you're almost as talented as me. So congrats.
Yeah, thanks,
people,
mate.
stop messaging me on Instagram, okay? Okay, sorry. They're not even watching the
about all the news.
He's not even looking at the screen. He's looking at him.
And no lags around. Great to see you. I wish I could understand. I'm guessing that's Celtic.
That's it. I can't believe that BFAB's here again.
No, I think he's saying that we're attractive. He's like, what an attractive group of people. So
I don't know about that.
Well, that's because Doc's there.
Oh yeah.
Can I say hello back to Brett as well? Hello, Brett. Haven't talked to you for a bit. What's Lego Streets? What's that? Have I missed something here?
Lego what?
Lego
Base
Streets
plates being replaced by brick-built street plates based on 16 by 16 plates with tiles on top.
Something like that, yeah. That's
so we're not using base plates for that anymore.
Apparently not.
Apparently not. Once.
I mean, so goes the rumor. Who knows whether or not it's true?
Yeah, I managed to get a few about 16 years ago. My local Target, they were on clearance, and they were like $3 for a pair. This is before I was an AFOL. Well, I was always an AFOL, but before I was right into it. But I thought I'll buy these, and my nephews, because I didn't have kids back then, my nephews and nieces, they could use those and play with them, and so I got a few of those. They were really cheap. So.
And how soon was it before you were going to the nephews and nieces? Give me those base plates back.
Oh no, they stayed at the uncle's house. They stayed at the uncle's house, and they were allowed to come over and play.
Right.
So
that works it.
Yeah, no. It's funny. My nephew, who used to come over and play, he actually gave me his Lego because he doesn't want it anymore. I'm like, I don't have the heart to pull it all apart, and mix it in with my collection. So it's in the garage, and I'm like, I'll probably clean it up. And is that the Viking ship?
Destiny's Bounty.
Oh, Destiny's Bounty. I was going to say, because one of the things he gave me was the old Viking ship.
No.
So, with the green.
Steve,
serpent.
you don't know your Ninjago movie stuff. Disappointed.
Oh, dude, my eyes are really horrible. I can't really see.
That's a good excuse.
It had the right colors, but it didn't have the right shape, so I thought I'd check.
We'll just say
I thought
that.
it was Barracuda Bay too.
Barracuda
Bay.
If you thought that was Barracuda Bay, your eyes need a lot.
Yeah, his eyes are actually felt, so don't worry about that. Smoke on the water with his eyes.
I didn't even realize though how big Barracuda Bay was. Rich Boy Jay was building it, and I'm like, holy crap, that's massive.
It is massive.
Yeah.
Num num num. Water tiles.
Oh.
Do you say yum 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 to water tiles? Okay.
I did.
They always say, children, just so you know, if you're watching this, do not eat Lego pieces. Okay, there. I warned the children.
Speaking of children.
Oh, I'm so.
Oh, this is a street, is it?
This is somebody's mock version of it, so it's not like an official one or anything, but that's what somebody's thinking it potentially could look like.
That has a Mega Block style about it.
That look a lot like that isn't that fit for those, so I don't know.
I think that's how
I think
Mega Block's plates used to connect. We had a few of the dragons from years and years ago, and a lot of those sort of plates, they had that sort of connection, I think, from memory. So,
So the image that you just showed was from Stone Wars. They made their own render of it. I'm pretty sure that Stone Wars has seen the images and kind of recreated it. I know they did that with the lightsaber, where they literally fooled everyone into thinking they were official images. Like, they didn't do that, but like when they were spreading around. I'm pretty sure if that's the image that Stone Wars made, it's probably exactly or very close. So.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just in terms of them, at least, Steve, that's kind of what's out there in the moment in the mix. So, yeah, like Kaz was kind of joking, so give it another 10 years or so, and the street will be wide enough for a 10-star wide car. So,
yeah, they'll be making streets for those UCS Dom's Charger style builds, won't they? So,
yeah, if only it.
Save your money on tile if they do that.
Spend it on something else, though, I bet.
Oh, yeah.
True, yeah.
I also have to apologise for this horrible amount of hair and everywhere.
Steve, you're always a beauty, so you don't need to apologize for your hair.
We're still in severe lockdown down here in Victoria and Australia. We've had a few things given to us, so we're allowed to actually go outside for 2 hours to semi-socialise. So the kids can meet up, and you can meet up with another single person from a family. So yeah, but most retail outlets are still closed down here. So
they need to do that in America, because we keep getting screwed because people are dumb. Like, for some reason, while everybody's cases are dropping like crazy, us in America, like, I think it's down by 13%, but we're still like one of the highest countries because we're not intelligent.
So we have, in Victoria, I think we've got roughly 5 million people, and it's just, please don't quote me on that, but we had 42 new cases overnight, and we're still in this sort of severe lockdown. So yeah. I don't know what's going over in France. I think there's 10,000 roughly new cases a day. Population's obviously a lot higher, but that's crazy. That's
a simple solution. We just get rid of all the people. If we can get rid of all the people, there'll be no cases.
Yeah,
that sounds a little disturbing, but
Well, I think the orange one's trying, isn't he?
Who?
The orange one is trying to get rid of
the I was like, what the heck? And then I got it. Okay. I don't know.
I will not speak his name. I'm sorry, but
just say number 45 with black bean sauce. I don't know.
Yeah. I just hope this whole Corona thing ends, but I literally yesterday I'm I think I have Corona. I hope I don't have Corona. I literally been sneezing, coughing, everything that's whatever. We'll see.
The signs for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Oh my god, guys, it's the end. I mean, they said it feels like the common cold. Well, this feels like the common cold times 2. So, yeah. Well, that being said, if for some reason I have corona, y'all, 2 weeks paid off. This sounds great, actually.
Yeah, but it's not so much the you get 2 weeks of holidays and you pass over pretty quick. There's potential long-term problems coming out of it for your lungs, or for your heart, or kidneys, or whatever major organs it's going to affect.
You know what? I got in a car accident and survived with glass to my legs, my arms, my chest, and survived last year. I have no worries about anything.
Well, I don't know.
Just a different way of looking at it, yeah.
You can be a cyborg if you like it. If you want to be a cyborg, that's...
I think that's a great idea, Steve. I've been dreaming of being a cyborg since I was 5 years old. So
you just want those enhancements, don't you?
Yeah, you got it.
We've already got it. This is our digital brain these days. So
true. That's so true.
I mean, how many
running on Nokia? Right, you can beat it up, can't you, BFAB? Takes a beating.
All I heard is something about being cocky, and I'm like, sure, that's me.
No. I said you're running on an old Nokia.
Oh,
one of those takes a beating.
Yeah, the cat fits them.
I thought you said BFAB, you're very cocky, and I'm like, okay.
No, the Nokia is indestructible, like you.
Oh, you know what's really funny? I forgot. Oh, this is a really sad story. But I think the phone was called a Droid Turbo 2. And so it was supposed to be an indestructible phone. Like, you'd watch people do, like, drop test off, like, apartment buildings, and the phone wouldn't break. Well, I remember I told my friend, hey, this phone is unbreakable. I'm like, yeah, like, you know what? It was an older guy, and, like, he didn't know, like, how these phones work. I'm like, yeah, dude, my phone is so strong. It cost me this amount of money. It's unbreakable. So I'm like, let me show you. So I chucked it on the concrete floor, and it bounced back, and it broke. I had dropped this phone so many times before, and nothing had happened. Literally, the back part of the thing, like, cracked, and then after that, every single second, like, I turn it on and start, like, glitching and stuff, and I'm like, why did I do this?
Doc, this sounds like a BFAB story, doesn't it?
They sound indestructible. I have seen YouTube videos of people like literally dropping it from apartment, stories or like the top of their buildings and running it over. And so I'm like, I got this. So I just whipped it on the concrete and it bounced back at me and the back part broke off. And then it started glitching. And I'm like, why did I do this? I am stupid as heck.
Taking it back and said it's not indestructible. Give me my money back.
Oh, I was angry as heck. Well, I didn't want to. So when I called them, like, yeah, I need a replacement. They're like, you should just upgrade or whatever. So I just upgraded or something. The funny thing was because I didn't want to tell them that I decided to be dumb and threw it against concrete. And just picture you call them out. You're like, hey guys, I threw my phone against concrete. It kind of broke. I know you guys said it was indestructible, but can I get a replacement? You know how embarrassing that would have been. So I'm just like, I'll take the upgrade. So. Things you do when you're younger. Okay, it was like 3 years ago, but still,
3 years ago. 3 years ago, I still had a 4 in front of my 2 digits. That's not young. Dare I say it? Doc still had a 7. Maybe for Solo. Solo's a young buck, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's only 23.
You just hear the laughter in the background.
You're like 75. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, there's a Greg. Greg.
From his muffled audio, I think I heard something about Greg.
Yeah, that was the only thing out of this guy. Greg.
Any purchases lately? Any purchases?
I think the main thing has just been a bit of lug bulk, so that sort of counts. But yeah, I mean, it's sort of like finally arrived. I mean, when did When did we...
yours arrived. We've only just got invoices.
No, we got the invoice way back when. So.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't that long ago, though, Matt. I mean, other lugs in the UK had theirs and had it delivered before we got our invoice.
Yeah.
I think we paid ours in maybe June, something like that.
Now, I don't know if you guys know Sue-Ann. Kaz, you might know Sue-Ann in Australia. Do you know Sue-Ann?
Don't think so.
She's always in Europe.
Not unless she has got a different username, no.
That's okay. She made a fair comment. She said, no need to rush on lug bulk. It's not like we can display or anything.
Well,
So,
there is that, yeah.
Is that too?
Well, there are virtual shows, I mean. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I think Brickvention, am I allowed to plug that?
Yeah.
I think they're looking to do a virtual one in January, so I don't know exactly what I will display because I haven't even started building anything for it. This Ninja Turtle box of figures was pretty much the direction I was going, so this turned up at the right time, I guess, that I could put it next to and convince Wilson to bring his ones as well. So yeah, so hopefully we'll have those, and whatever I decide, if it's a turtle there. I'm inspired by the Ninja Turtle game from 1990 arcade machine. Do you remember playing that?
Yeah, is that the beat 'em up one?
Yeah, pretty much. Smash the buttons.
Mash the buttons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, Steve, I thought you were born in the 40s. I didn't even know that you would play a game in the 90s.
No, I'm in my 40s. That's.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Clearly something got lost in translation. It's the thick Aussie accent. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, don't worry.
That's like how he says Nokia.
Dude,
now he says Adidas. It's just like Adidas.
I love how British people or like Australian people say Adidas. Like it makes it sound attractive. Like white people, like Americans, like Adidas. You're like, oh, that sounds like something you buy at Walmart. And then British and Australian people like Adidas. You're like, oh, dang, that is some premium stuff. So
you ready for this one? We call them Nike Air. Not Nike.
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 Okay, now you guys sound a little slow when you say that. I'm sorry.
Dude, I have some, and these are older than you are, BFAB. I have some Nike, and they are so beaten up. Some Nike.
Dang, you actually wear sandals in the house or whatever they're called?
Well, I've got bad feet, so I've got what do you call it?
That's a good excuse. I have a metal in my leg, and I don't wear sandals around the house.
Wow. You're also not.
I'm also not what?
Plantar fascia. That's the words.
I
if you're
have no
old,
idea what that means.
try to run. Yeah. If you need arch support, yeah. I can't walk around.
I've tried to run. I just start limping. It's great. Like once you have metal in here, like it changes your life. Like I one day I was late for work and I'm literally running to the door and literally it looks like I'm limping and I'm like, this is so embarrassing. I'm walking. I don't care that I'm late.
Yeah. See, kids, don't drink and drive. You end up like Uncle Beef. That's not
I would just like to say at that time I was not drinking. I was driving back from a Lego convention, so.
No.
That one time he wasn't drinking. Every other time.
Yeah. We believe you.
I wasn't even legally allowed to drink at that time, so.
Yeah, your breath was more flammable than the gasoline, but
No, that's just because I don't brush my teeth. It was the challenge. No year brushing your teeth, so
Wow, is this an English thing? Are you having This is east, west with a bit of in between.
Us Americans don't think when we do things, okay?
Clearly, you put in number 45. Enough said.
Yeah.
Do we go there?
Yeah.
I would just like
plastic paper bags for Lego.
Paper bags. That's not a bad idea.
I've known about this for a while. The whole paper bag things. It's just I wasn't allowed to say anything. I know somebody that signed an NDA that went to.
The NDA is worth nothing to them, obviously.
Correct. Yes. I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but it was mentioned at a certain place.
Don't say any names, just Instagram accounts. You know what? The only thing that could make it better than just being paper is make it edible. edible paper.
Well, that could be interesting.
Well, I got told off for going nom 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 over the bricks, you know. So you're allowed to eat the bag, are you?
No, here's what you do: you put a bag over somebody's head, you know, like
then, isn't it?
and then you
You can recycle it totally then.
And we'll just quickly, Lex is jumping into the stream. Hey, Lex, how you going?
I'm doing
Lex,
good.
go to
How are
sleep.
you?
It's like, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah. I've got
You
school
should
in
go
like
to
10
school.
minutes. Yeah.
You can't
That
go to
is
sleep until you
dedication.
get to school.
What was that, Matt?
So you can't go to sleep until you get to school.
Oh, yeah, that's
You
true.
have something you go to sleep.
Yeah, we have all online classes though, so it's the exact same setup that I need for stream, so I can just jump from this to that.
Ah, smart man.
I'm thinking old 80s or 90s. Get that loop going on the video camera, make it look like you're actually doing something, and then skip it back.
Oh,
It was really funny. My little brother, he's doing online school, and it was really funny to see like all the kids were like half asleep. Like I'm like what the heck? And literally like some kids are like falling asleep, and I'm like, oh, poor kid. They're like literally they're bored as crap. So
yeah.
they're doing like 50-50, doing like half, you know, in school, half online. So
I hate to think what BFAB would be doing if he was doing online schooling. He'd be on some stream somewhere on this side. He's paying attention.
I have 2 laptops set up, so one of them's off the frame, so I can just, you know, if someone's streaming, I can just have that on very quietly.
Yeah. My son does that, but one with gaming. So I'm like, get your work done. I don't care. As long as I don't get, you know, we did the parent teachers the other day, and it was like, your child is lovely. He's awesome. I'm like, gets it from mum, clearly. Dad. Coming from this side, nah.
Steve's like, are you sure you've got the right child?
Yeah, I know. No, they definitely do. He takes after mum. I would much rather go to Liam's parent-teacher interviews than Harry's. I love Harry, but Harry's a lot more than me.
Steve is taking his favorite kids. I don't blame him.
No, I don't have favorites. I just know which ones are more like me, unfortunately for them. Did I say that?
Out loud.
Well, I'm due to start streaming very soon. So I hope you don't mind, Matt, if I jump out. And you guys are welcome to jump in if you like. I don't know what direction it's going to go. Could go anywhere. It probably have Doc and BFAB without filters. That's all I'm going to say. Who knows? it's likely to go there.
I think my day's getting towards lunchtime, if I'm honest.
Well, it's 9:30 p.m. So for us, that's things can happen on television, so they can happen on live stream. Is that fair?
Live stream as well.
It's 9:30 somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah,
I appreciate you stopping by and having a bit of a chat, and yeah, we might catch up with you on your stream in a little bit. So.
Absolutely, Matt. Would love to have you, mate. So I'll even send you a link just in case because you do 2 streams. You do this one and then you do another one afterwards, don't you? On a Friday.
On a Friday, I usually then also jump onto Greg's, which is London Bridge.
Oh, you jump tonight. Yeah. And
then tomorrow night is the draw stream, which if you get up at about 5:30 in the morning, you might be able to catch it.
I might catch it on replay later on. Do a Doc and double speed it. That's how he watches them, isn't it, Doc? He's addicted. He has to watch everything. So cool. All right, I better press the red button. So thanks for having me, and take it easy, guys.
Great.
Stay safe.
For showing your turtles and that. Cool.
All good. Catch you later.
If Doc watches my videos at double speed, they'll be over in about 5 seconds.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that. All right.
Yeah, it takes you longer to set the setting to double speed than to actually watch it. So.
Exactly.
So, if the content creator is really boring, I'll watch at double speed if they ask me to watch it. You know, so yeah.
Yeah, I usually watch most things at double speed anyhow. So it's then it's difficult then when you go back to normal TV and you're watching a documentary or something. It's like, where's the double speed button?
Oh yeah.
And like, why are people talking so slow?
That's the funniest
Because
thing.
there are some people I can't watch on regular speed because I'm like, you talk too slow as a regular person. If I speed you up ×2, you sound like a regular person at regular speed.
Because there's some podcasts I do that too. Like all the podcasts are usually double speed, triple speed listen to. And occasionally you then actually meet the presenters and you're so used to it, it's like, oh my God, you talk so slow. It's like,
like never mind, I don't want to
back later. But yes, what were we up to? Oh, the paper bags. So what was the suggestion? Who was saying edible? Was that Steve?
Yeah, Steve is not the most intelligent individual. He's a nice guy, but you know,
he's not even going to defend himself anymore.
I think
that's why we're saying it.
the paper bag change is really interesting. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I think it's great that they're doing something good for the environment, but I'm curious how it will be to have a bag that's not transparent and you can't see what figures are inside.
Yeah, that will be something. Well, you just got to open the bags, right?
Yeah, I actually made a new desk. It's much bigger.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, you needed the space, after the Harry Potter.
Yeah, and then it hooks around over here.
Oh, so, is that your minifig sort of?
Yeah, I've got all of my Harry Potter figures plus a couple others right there.
Okay, excellent. What is that there? Yeah, I mean the paper bag thing. It just seems like, apart from Bricklink people, I don't think I've ever seen the bags used for anything else.
Yeah, they're not repurposed much. How do these open? Like, is there like a place where you're supposed to open them, or do you just rip into them?
Don't know. I guess none of us have seen anything other than the sort of rumors, so it'll be interesting to see.
I think they're kind of like a mail envelope, you know, like those bubble mail envelopes.
Okay,
Yeah,
so there's like a flap that you fold up or
I
whatever.
think so. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, see what comes out of that.
Yeah, they're going to raise the prices because they had to retool all the factories with new machines to rebag everything.
They'll have to update, their little factory tour things at the different Legolands and that, because they have some of the packaging there, which it's all kind of like stage factory things. This is how we make it, and it's like, but that's not plugged in over there. Oh, don't worry about that.
Exactly, it's the same stuff running around and around. Yeah, this is a mock-up. It's not the real factory.
Just took me a little while to realize that.
There's too many laws that we'd be breaking to have children in here, so we can't. You know, it's like we can't have kids in here. There could be an industrial accident. That's why kids aren't allowed at factories.
Although, having said that, if you leave them here for half an hour and we put them out the back, then you can pick something free from the gift shop. It's not slave labor if they're not paid.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, going in a different direction now.
And guys, did you see that Bespin Duel now doesn't say sold out? It says temporarily out of stock. So I don't know if that means that other countries will get it now too. But it's definitely.
I thought they were gonna. They just ran out because they put it inside the Lego catalog magazine thing. As it doesn't say limited edition. It doesn't say limited quantities like they have done before when there are things in there that are limited.
Yeah,
I think they just ran out and they're just going to make more. It's just going to be something that's going to be available.
Yeah, which
they shot themselves in the foot again, did they?
I'd be happy about. I'd be happy about
me too, that way, you know. And then it's going to be funny for all the people that spent extra money on eBay and then
I sold mine for $90. So
yeah, that's always been the thing with Lego. So like at any point, like as like a collectible or whatever, they can remake the stuff as like what they did with the Taj Mahal or something. It's it just Maybe it was one of those sorts
Well,
of
that's
things.
why I'm amazed we don't have a Captain Rex. They're just like, hey, let's make another Captain Rex. The secondary market is charging too much.
Yeah.
You know, that's almost why I feel like they're having that Star Wars CMF line, so that way they can go there's Captain Rex, here's another Captain Rex, here's another Queen Amidala in the dress. Here's,
Captain,
you know,
the
all of
Star
those
Wars
rare
CMF
figures,
line is
you
a
know.
fake rumor. It's a fake
Oh,
rumor.
good.
That
And then
will
what about
not
the
happen
2020
this year.
at Star Wars ending in 2022? I'm like, that. Why would you shoot yourself in the foot like that?
I mean, you never know. It could happen 2022 in the future, but it's not happening this year. So, from what I was told.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, sorry, Matt.
No, you go, Lex.
I was just going to say, I've heard so many people saying, oh, Star Wars CMF series, but I've never heard it from someone who's like, I'm like, okay, they usually deliver good rumors. It's just these people who are saying like, oh, this would be cool if it happened. And it's just funny to hear.
I think JB kind of took that and ran with it, and that's why everybody's saying it.
Oh, I didn't know he made a video.
I'm like, my news comes from BFAB, so if BFAB didn't say it, it ain't happening. So I'm like, whatever. Like, yes. BFAB didn't drop a video on it because you know he would. He would have.
That is true. Yeah.
Would have been up already. He's gonna. So if you're at home today, does that mean that you're gonna have like 37 videos out today?
I am too sick, so probably not.
Okay. Or so like, here's the new
unless some like 2021 images like show up for some reason, then yeah, I'll totally make a video that sound like a piece of crap, and I'm like, what is going on? Oh, okay, I'm gonna vomit.
So we've seen everything that's gonna come out for this year. Then there's nothing.
Have we seen images? No, but I mean, there's a new theme called Video coming out.
Okay.
And what about Sesame Street? When's that supposed to come out?
You know. So here's the thing.
And the typewriter.
A lot of people. Okay. So here's something that I don't know if it's public, but I don't care. Sorry. So Target actually put up store or price tags for one of the idea set. It's listed under Ideas 4. That's set number 21324 and listed for $120. Now, so that is strange in one way. I thought it was Winnie the Pooh. People are saying it's Sesame Street. I don't know how they would downgrade the Sesame Street to get it to 120.
And I heard these 6 figures.
Think it's the typewriter?
No, the typewriter, the turnaround, it wouldn't be that fast. It's either Winnie the Pooh or Sesame Street. But I know like Samuel Johnson has been mentioning Winnie the Pooh a lot. So I'm like, is Winnie the Pooh coming up before Sesame Street? But like the Sesame Street, characters, leaked first. But like, I think people are right when they say it's Sesame Street. But my theory is that it could be Winnie the Pooh because they're gonna.
I heard that there's supposed to be 6 minifigures in that set, and if there's 6 Sesame Street minifigures, I would be not too happy because there's so many characters to do. And with Winnie the Pooh, I know that the fan designer included 5 figures, so it's closer to. But who knows?
Yeah, because aren't the 6 characters the Count, Big Bird, Bert, and Ernie?
So the characters
Monster and Elmo?
Some of them were fake. Some of them were fake. So the legit ones were Elmo and Bert, and then Big Bird. The others that leaked were Cookie Monster too. The other Ernie and Count were fake. Were another brand, but some
you can't have a Bert without an Ernie. I mean, that's just like.
Yeah, but literally, I forgot what brand they were. They're not Lego brand, but somebody zoomed in the face and, tricked a bunch of people. So
that's kind of funny.
Yeah. So as of right now, confirmed are Bert, Elmo, Cookie Monster, and Big Bird.
I mean, out of interest, would I know we haven't seen the set. Would people here be actually interested in buying it?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Just for nostalgia reasons. Just be like, oh, back in the day, I used to watch Sesame Street. So, yeah.
Same here, BFAB. Also, if it's like, if it's modular compatible, like that could just be cool to have it with some modular buildings. But if it's $120,
slip it into a regular city. Look, there's Sesame Street as part of the regular. I was there when the show started, and I don't have that large of a nostalgia factor.
I will buy it. For even if it's $200, I want to be able to tell everybody I have a Lego Elmo,
just carry it around with you.
Heck yeah!
They need to make buildable characters now. They made the Minions, so now let's have a buildable Elmo, and a buildable Cookie Monster.
You know, I don't know how well that would sell, but I know I feel like the Sesame Street set, once it is out, is going to sell like crazy. So yeah.
Yeah,
I think if the big one sells, they should make smaller Sesame Street sets. Little vignettes, like here's that grocery store with what's his name and that lady, and it's been so long I can't tell you what their names are. The humans. I know there's a Gordon and there was a Cooper, but that's about it.
Yeah. So I don't know. I like that if they were to do that, but I'd also like if they just made one huge set with everything in it. But that'd be kind of expensive, especially following Diagon Alley and Mos Eisley.
Lego's just releasing expensive sets because here's the thing. You think during this pandemic, Lego would be like, yeah, let's save people money. Well, when people are depressed, they buy more stuff. So why wouldn't Lego just keep pimping them out? Like literally for direct-to-consumer sets that have not come out yet this year, we have the Elf Clubhouse, which we've seen images of. We have the Coliseum, which I feel like Lego at last second is going to pull, but that's just a theory. But we have that coming out too. We have the Batwing. So there's already 3 more direct-to-consumer sets that are coming out.
What's your sorry, you mentioned there the Coliseum, you think they're going to pull it? What, just shuffle it back to next year or something?
I mean, if it's coming out, it's coming out this year, right? Because I know that the rumor that came from the same guy that said we were getting a, Elf Clubhouse came out to be true. We know I hit him up in the DMs and, he revealed about the Ghostbusters Ecto 1. That's getting delayed till February of 2021. And the Coliseum was also his rumor. So based on us seeing
how
the
big is the
Clubhouse,
Coliseum?
We 9,035 pieces is what's going around. So
all right,
so it's gonna be like as big as that other stadium then. Pretty massive.
See you, Lex.
See you guys. Have a good one. Nice talking to you.
Bye.
I mean, the other stadium, I don't know how many feet, like 3,000 ish. I think. I don't know.
Okay. Is it the crumbling modern version or is it the complete back in the day version?
We have not got that much information, but I think that with Lego and all the crap they've been pulling recently, I wouldn't be surprised if they pulled this up. But it is going to come. If it comes out, it's coming out. But it's like, I feel like people are going to protest it.
Yeah, no, that does make an interesting point that Doc, because in the Coliseum back in the day, the only women that were in the Coliseum were basically prostitutes. It's sort of like, okay, where's this one gonna go?
Yeah. So I'm like, is it gonna be the modern ruined one? So we can go the relic. It's not a working Coliseum.
Yeah, I think the disappointing thing is there's such a cancel culture for Lego. Like the Awesome Free didn't need to get canceled. I know a lot of people are like, literally it took people saying, yeah, we're gonna protest outside 3 Lego stores, be them mad, and then they canceled. And I'm like, dang. So how easy can things get canceled now?
But is it so much that, or is it just because they, there's a fault within the product, and for them to turn around and say a product recall, particularly with what Kevin was saying, is like they will do absolutely everything possible to avoid doing that, because the stain of it basically becomes such an issue. So maybe it was just, hey, this ship just happened to sail in at the right time. It's like, yeah, we're canceling it because these guys,
Exactly. Instead of saying why they're really canceling it, so people don't think they sell junk.
They actively denied canceling it because it didn't work, didn't they?
Yeah, they released a statement about it. Yeah.
Was that from their marketing department?
I know they released they released a statement on the Lego Ambassador Network. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, they said that wasn't the reason, but I don't know. You never know.
So no, but yeah, the flip side of that, what you were talking about in terms of, I hope there isn't this cancel culture getting developed now, and because it just seems like they're just targeting like Lego as opposed to some of the other construction block manufacturers.
Yeah, no, for sure. I just think we need to cancel everything. Lego needs to be canceled in general. We need to cancel all the 2021 sets because you know why? I'm broke, so just because I can't afford them, I think we should cancel all of them.
Just start playing catch up.
Yeah. We'll wait till 2022, 2023, so I can get all the old stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And hi to Ingrid. Thanks for stopping by. It's what time is it where you guys are now?
It is 6:47 a.m. for me. I think it's 7:47 a.m. for Ingrid though. So
yeah, maybe a little bit. So Ingrid is saying hi to everyone, including Mookie and Khan.
Wow, why do you want to say hi to Mookie? Mookie's a creep. He's been trying to
agree.
take the channel. So. Yeah, we don't like Mookie.
Furry little monster that needs to leave.
Yeah, needs to shave. You know.
Where did he come from?
Huh?
Where did he come from?
He's been on the channel forever.
Is he?
He's saying, where did he come from? Like, did he come from like some dump hood town or something? Like, where did he come from?
Well, he was born on Kashyyyk, of course. He's he came from, his real name is Mukara. If you ever watched the Star Wars holiday special, that's Chewbacca's son's name. And when The Force Awakens came out, I did a whole Life Day video and everything. I had the glowing lights and the blah blah blah, and the yada yada. And then I had Chewbacca show up. He was too busy at the premiere of Force Awakens, but he made a quick appearance and then left.
Excuse me. Yeah. You have to go back and I've only come out of a Dark Age, so I'm gonna have to go back and check out some of your older videos, Doc. If that's one there, because yeah, Ingrid's saying it's a Star Wars throwaway. So yeah, if you're talking holiday special, that would
yeah. And because Doc is a Star
videos
Trek
have
guy, I
improved.
had to have a Star Wars guy, so that's why there's Mookie.
I'd have to say Doc's videos have improved. So if you're comparing them to this day and age, yeah, you might not want to watch them. I'm kidding. I still love Star Trek Update #1. You know.
You liar! You hated that one. You hated it when it came out the first time.
Star Trek Update news. I'm Doc Samson.
No, I used to complain about that all the time. He's like, stop the Star Trek.
Hey, I liked everything else. Okay. I think you should bring it back for old time's sake.
Well, I'm still trying to work on a lot of the stuff. I don't do it because I needed somebody to operate the goddamn camera half the time, and then there's more things that could happen. But because the camera has to stay static all the time, and Con, the producer, has to crawl around everywhere, it limits what can happen.
You couldn't torture your parents into doing it, right? No?
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay. Shot callers don't work anymore?
No, everybody, all the characters would be too shaky.
And then at least you could have like the shaky cam effect then. Just naturally.
Yeah. As it shakes and points down at the ground. Hold the camera up. That's what you'd be hearing Doc say all the time. Hold the camera up.
Hold it still.
So, is the next virtual news coming out soon?
I almost did a virtual news, and then some people, because it was going to be because the virtual news is always, people behaving badly and blah blah blah.
Feel
but
free
I
to
had caught
take
a bunch
the
of
clip
people
of me.
I caught a bunch of people like giving free shout outs to other people, and then tech productions, and then we're having fun and all of that. So it was going to be a whole episode about everybody's having fun, but then some people came along and they screwed with us on the Hive stream, and I was just like, screw you.
No,
screw you and my good feelings.
Feel free to take the clip of me, saying my opinion.
So then yesterday I almost went and got clips from that, got clips from Hoosier's stream, and then got clips from the Brickhead family.
Please do.
I was going to get all Keemstar, but then I thought, no, I don't want to get all Keemstar.
I am
but I
totally
came this close.
I am so fine by looking like a bad guy. I'm fine with that.
So yeah, because people keep asking me, they want more drama on the virtual news. But the funny thing is that I miss most of the drama. I'm like, that was drama, really? It was so subtle, I didn't even get it. And I didn't even, I'm like, okay.
Well, if you got the,
they point at drama, and I'm like, yeah, it's not funny. I gotta be able to make it funny. It can't just be like, in your face. Look, people are being bad, and I'm not, and I'm hating on them or whatever. I got to be able to ha, you know.
I think you could turn what I said into something funny.
Know. I'm sure I could. But then, you know, there'd be some people that would just be staring at it going, this is not funny no matter what you do. You know, they'd be very angry. And
I applied to get canceled.
They play too many games for me to want to get involved in that. And I'm just kind of like, no.
Kaz, Ingrid's got a question there for you. Can I see your Macropolis? I'd love to see the whole city.
Yes, that's what I've been waiting for.
I'm afraid you can't see the whole city because I've got so much of it now that I've got nowhere to put it all out. I'm approaching model number 200, and I might do the last 100 models layout, but that is going to take some time to think about where I can do it as well. So
when you go to conventions, do you take the whole Macropolis?
No. I haven't been able to do that for about 18 months.
Oh wow.
I mean, there's something like about 80 base plates worth at the minute. So that ain't going to fit in my car.
No, it's like, I need a semi-truck.
Yeah. So, yeah, Kaz's Macropolis is coming. There's a semi over there.
Exactly. The other thing is I took, I think, the most I've taken was about 40 base plates, maybe. And that took 4 hours to set up. And I really don't want to be setting up for much longer than that before a show. Yeah. Most of the shows I do are set up the day before, admittedly, but it's still a lot of work just for me. So it gets pretty tiring. And then, of course, you've got to get it all back in its boxes in an hour, probably, when the show's finished, which basically means there's a lot of rebuilding needs to do when I get home.
Yeah, you just throw it in the box.
Exactly, yeah. Chuck it in, it's fine. As long as the lid's shut, so I'll sit on it, you know.
Yeah, that'd be making me mad. No. Yeah.
So unfortunately, I can't do the whole lot. Also, some of it's in storage, kind of all the way back under the table under there, so it would take quite a lot to get it all out. But because I've got other things around the house now, I've not got enough room to lay it all out. There we are. Sorry.
Do you have some of it set up?
There's some of it on shelving downstairs, yes. Okay. So that's what is it? The lac shelf, the one that kind of floats on the wall that you mount with the big metal rod things from IKEA. Wow. That's 10 inches deep, which is just the right size for a 4x4, 2x2 block. So I've got quite a few of those laid out downstairs, but
okay. So you don't have like
I've got a problem, honest.
Sorry,
I said I haven't got a problem, honest.
It's 10 inches. It fits exactly. I can have 200 over here and 300 over there, and
yeah. My lug mates keep trying to get me to put it up the wall, but I think it would just fall off and do me damage or do itself damage.
That's an interesting thing.
Oh yeah, that'd be something up along the wall, and then on the ceiling, it's like, you know, 3-dimensionally covering the whole.
I don't trust any glue or command strip or anything to hold it up. I really don't.
Or if it gets too hot or too cold, they could all come down.
Yeah. I'm sitting there minding my own business, and suddenly something brains me. You know, it's like, no, it's not going to happen.
Although, if you could get the new mosaics have got that funny Technic piece to hang them up, like on the walls. I wonder if you could just modify them.
That would be feasible with those, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But
see if
they're not very readily available separately at the minute.
No, well, that's why if they're in next year's lug bulk, it's
and they're expensive as well. They're about $5. I think they were on our bricks and pieces for a while, but they were about nearly £6 each.
Ooh.
And for that money, you can buy the pieces just to make your own base plate. So.
Yeah. We'd be able to 3D print something, which would be probably just as effective. So. And Ingrid's saying 200. Wow, that's impressive. So I think
200 is just stupidity. It's not impressive.
Now.
I'm probably going to go out there and design a 12-step recovery program for Kaz.
Make it 24. I might sign up.
You want some easy multiple for your Macropolis plates or something. No, you can't have that. We're going to deliberately make it 13.
No!
13, an odd number.
Prime number you can't do anything with.
I hate you. I hate you.
Oh, God. Well, we're starting to push up against the 2-hour mark, so I think we might just sort of put it up there. And, excuse me, just do a quick little usual go around. Kaz, if you want to a plug for anything you're doing or what's coming up on your channel?
Well, this is how far I've got with my docks.
Bring that up in there.
So we've got some nice water going on there around the edges.
Oh, cool.
The big hole in the middle is where I'm saving plates and the transparent tiles, because I can just put some jumpers on that and the boat will sit and hide it all.
Wow.
Now, let me ask you a very great question. Can you have somebody drowning in the water?
I've got someone who's in trouble right near the lighthouse back there. And I've got, just a half the minifigure basically in the water going, yeah. Which one is it? I've got one of the Batman who came with the rubber ring. He's actually on a lifeguard's little scooter thing. Well, whatever it's called, I can't remember.
Disappointing. I was hoping that somebody was dying in the water.
No, well, not. I could just put one head, probably, couldn't I?
Yeah, that too, and then have like blood surrounding it.
Bit grim.
I see you warming up for Steve's channel.
Yeah.
That's just warming up, dang. I didn't know it was so tame.
And
so basically for my channel, there'll be the super secret project revealed next week, probably.
Ooh.
Look forward to that. And if anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, go back and watch the first half hour of this one. You'll find out about it.
Haven't actually given it all away yet, have I? I don't think.
No,
not yet.
Doug, make a virtual news dedicated to
it. All right then. And so have that. Are you doing a Sunday stream?
I'm not sure actually. I mean, Greg normally is the one who runs that one. And if he does it, I might actually be going to see my parents on Sunday for the first time since March. So we haven't firmed the arrangements up yet, but that will be probably what I'll be doing. So not this week.
Okay, cool, excellent. And Doc, what have you sort of got lined up, or what's coming up with you?
Oh, I just have some regular old videos coming along, and then I'm working on a Hive Hall, another music video. Doc's trying to outdo Mookie's music video, so it's driving me crazy. I can't get it synced. I'm trying to get it synced all night, and it's like off by a millisecond. It's driving me insane.
So you didn't have a clapper or anything. And we just had Brick Studio pop along, saying morning BFAB, Doc, Matt and Kaz. Good morning, Bricks. We are literally just finishing up. So BFAB, what do you got sort of coming up or planned?
Sleep, hopping on streams, and we'll see maybe some news videos. So
just the usual, yep. After the show, I'll put people's channel links down below and that there, so you can always catch up with them there. Excuse me, sorry, it's been a bad morning for coffee. Then for me tomorrow night, 8 p.m. London time, 3 o'clock New York, doing my usual draw stream. So this week's theme is going to be childhood vehicles. So if you want to come along and make suggestions in the chat, then I go through and then draw them up after that. And otherwise, probably just some other videos in between, and back again probably next Friday, same time for this one. So,
all right.
Nice. Anybody else? Any final thoughts, words, comments?
Thanks for the invite. These streams are always the best. Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Appreciate that. And no, thanks very much for you guys coming on. Always great to catch up and just have a bit of a chat. And to also Solo and Steve Reynolds, who were on a little bit earlier in and out as well. And I think Steve, BFAD was warming up. So if you're looking for something a little harder with your content, jump over to Steve Reynolds TV. I think he's probably starting to stream now and might jump in as well. Otherwise, thanks to everyone who's been out in the chat. Ingrid, Bricks, I know you caught the tail end of it. Matthew Builds, Nolag, Solo, Brett Build, Raymond, great to see Raymond around. Daly, who is also on, and just trying to scroll through, and Juan. I'm sure there's other people out there as well. Always appreciated. So until next time, when we talk about all things Lego and lifestyle, we'll catch you later. Have a good day.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.